Coach, what's your view on video games? Waste of time? Elon Musk is a huge fan, I hear. Yeah, he does love to play. He posts his clips of him playing on Twitter. I do voiceover for games. I make good money, but is consuming it a waste? Well, I have friends that are vets and playing Call of Duty and murdering lots of people helps them. I mean, playing Call of Duty, it helped them get over their PTSD. It's also good for just because of all the the buttons and the knobs and the joysticks. It's really good for your hand-eye coordination, especially if you're doing technical kind of work. Um, you just have it's how you use it. Are you using it to kind of escape and blow off some steam and have some fun? Maybe you talk to your buddies and murder some zombies together, a couple hours a week, just to have a beer, drink together, and have some fun. But if you're just sitting on the couch and smoking indica weed all day and eating pizza and Doritos and other junk food and sitting on your ass and escaping from life and getting fat and avoiding life, then it's negative. I used to play video games a bunch with some of my friends in high school. We would blow off some classes and go to his place and play some video games, and then go back. And I really enjoyed them. And there were, when a new game would come out, you stay up like all night trying to get past the next level and finish the game, that kind of thing. And but as I got busy with school and college, to me, I realized that for me, it was inhibiting me focusing on what I needed to do in order to reach my full potential. Because one of my close friends who I played a lot with, he was kind of lazy, wasn't very smart, and he didn't really he didn't really amount to much in life. And I later kind of stopped hanging out with him. So it's how you use it. If you're using it to be lazy and escape and you're not taking care of things, you shouldn't play video games. But if you can play them and then disengage and then still get the stuff done you need to get done and be productive, then absolutely.
Not have permanent Cheeto fingers.
Yeah, I don't have permanent, if like I said, if you just sink into the couch and smoke indica weed and just play video games all day and you don't work or you lose your job, you got to be social. You got to live your life. Life requires your participation. So anything that causes you just to escape and avoid life is you got, everything is in moderation. The 80/20 rule is always great. 80% of the time you want to be successful and productive and do what you need to do. And 20% of the time, have your bong hit for Jesus, your glass of red wine, your what are those sour nerds that you eat?
Sour Patch Kids.
Sour Patch Kids that Jade eats like fucking Tic Tacs. Have that stuff, but only 20% of the time. So on a 30-day month, that's 6 days in the month that you can just eat and do whatever and fuck off. So that gives you like 1, maybe 2 days a week where you can just do whatever. But the rest of the time, full tilt boogie, handling things you need to handle, going to the gym, eating right, green juice, green smoothies, whole 9 yards. Chiropractic care, all that stuff. Take care of your body. It's the only place you have to live.
I have a neighbor that's like that. He works and then he comes home and plays video games, and I feel bad for him because it's like he'll like me and Jack, we put away our game stuff because we don't have time for it. And he's like, "Oh, did you guys play that game yet?" Did you? It's like we honestly we don't have time to do that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're gonna have even less time here in a few weeks.
Yeah, I was like, we just don't have time. So we gave the game back, but it's like I was like, he needs to get out and do stuff and do other. He does like Comic-Con and stuff like that. So he's like really into games, but he just sits in his apartment and you see him just playing away. And I'm just like, I
Yeah,
wish,
in that case, he's kind of avoiding life and not being
yeah,
very social, not leaving the house, just playing a video game. That's what I'm talking about. I noticed that, like I said, I was like 18, 19 years old, and it was getting to the point where it was starting to be a problem. It was affecting my schoolwork because I loved playing them. They're a lot of fun, and my buddy, I loved playing with him because we would laugh and we'd stay up all night. And there'd be some levels he'd be better at getting through, and then there'd be other levels I was better at getting through, and we would kind of work together to
yeah.
try to get through the game. But you know, when you're blowing off schoolwork and you're not doing the things you know you need to do, then that's I just stopped doing it altogether because I was too fucking busy. To me, it felt like a waste of time.
Yeah.
But I mean, you can live stream, and you can people make careers out of it. I mean, look at PewDiePie. He
PewDiePie.
became a multi millionaire playing fucking video games and cracking jokes.
Try to tell him that he's like in his 40s, so he might like doing that, talking to people and live streaming and maybe making some money off of it.
Yeah.
Because he's a nice guy, works at Costco, but I'm just like, you gotta get out there, man.
Yeah.
Hmm. Oh, where's that super chat
Leo,
Yeah.
how do I put pressure on a girl in another country to visit me if I can't travel? She's currently looking into visa requirements. Should I help her? Well, I wouldn't look at it as pressure, but if you're not able to travel, maybe you're waiting for your green card or whatever to come through, and there are times when you're waiting for things like that, immigration, and you can't actually leave the country. But this girl could come to see you, and so they have, like in the States, they have visa ex, expediting services, they call it, where you'll send them your passport and sometimes it's bank statements, sometimes it's other paperwork, and you'll overnight it. Like like when I went to Brazil, I sent all my stuff to, it was a company I think in Atlanta. I mean, you could just Google it and find somebody, visa expediting service. And so what they did is they would take my passport and documentation, everything, right to the Brazilian embassy. I think it was in Atlanta, if I remember right, and then just walk it through to get my visa, and then they would overnight it back, and then so because for an American to go to Brazil, you need a visa, and so that's all she has to do. Just get a expediting company that can do it, and they walk it through. I think it was like 200-300 bucks for everything, and she can get somebody like that. She's got her passport, fill out the paperwork, then send it to an expediter, and they just walk it through the embassy in person and get it done that day or within a few days. That's the best way to do it. And that means if she does that and is willing to spend the money, she's serious about coming to see you. And if she's not willing to hire the expediting company and, oh, I got to do this first, I got to do that, then she's just not really serious about coming to visit you. Ideally, you should find somebody that's 10, 15 minutes away.